So after watching the morning warm-up, I decided to go ahead and head towards my seat. Went back over the pedestrian bridge and came back through parts of the marketplace. It was now around 10:15 or so, and the marketplace had actually started to come to life. Almost all of the major vendors were there: Yamaha, Honda, Harley Davidson. Naturally, I had to stop by the Harley Davidson display. Out front they had a beautiful 2012 CVO Road Glide Custom, but there's definitely two things that turned me off about this bike: the skull medallions and a $31,000 price tag. I was surprised to pretty much find race bikes at the BMW tent. And then I came to the Hannigan Motorsports display. They make quads, sidecars, tri-cars, trikes, trailers, and all sorts of interesting motorcycles out of production motorcycles, and I couldn't help but think of Everyday Riding. Now I've got to be fair, Everyday Riding does ride other types of motorcycles. He's got a very nice stable, but you can't help think of him because he is perhaps the most well-known motovlogger that has a sidecar and will go out in the dead of the winter in it, and so it can't be helped. I also checked out some of the motorcycles sitting down the main street. I didn't really go all the way down, and of course if you went beyond the porta potties you would have seen basically an entire field of motorcycles. I'm assuming that they didn't park on turn 3 like they originally said they were going to. However, if you were riding a Ducati, you weren't to be found here. You had your own Ducati Island. Ducati Island was basically set up in the turns 1 through 4 complex, and basically if you had a Ducati, I don't know how you got the pass, you got to park in Ducati Island, and they had Ducati parts vendors and stuff, and their own little stage set up there. It was a pretty nice little display. I didn't go in their area very much, but I did check out their motorcycles. As I kept walking around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, I came across the command post areas. Took a look at the fire trucks and the command post and the Lifeline helicopter. And all during the warm-up, I was looking across at all of the Indianapolis State Police cars going, where are all the motorcycles? I never see the cars, I always see the motorcycles. And while I was standing there, a couple of them actually drove by, which is kind of nice. I went around and saw the XR 1200s, which were kind of set up behind the museum, and you could actually go in and look at the race bikes up close, which I hadn't been able to do with the MotoGP bikes, and you could see the race team working on their bikes. Kind of neat to actually be that close to the action. And after walking what seemed to be a mile, I finally made it around to where my seats were. I was in the Southwest Vista, up on the deck, section 10, seat 15, row B, which basically is as high as you can get in the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's a really nice view. You could see turns 1 through 4 really nicely. You could see the start of turn 5, and you can actually look down and you can see the back stretch as well, so that was really pretty nice. And when I got tired of looking at the track, I could turn around and look on West 16th Street and see endless numbers of motorcycles going by. sat back and relaxed and waited for the motorcycle racing show to begin.